Hey, my name is John Prevost, and I will be your host of WhistleBiz.com. Very excited doing the first video here. Basically, this has been an evolving process. I had a lot of discussions with a lot of my friends and a lot of colleagues, and decided that this would be a good way to go. Basically, to begin a video blog here, distributing content about what should be important and what shouldn't be important to companies. A little bit about my background. I've been a project manager and trainer for about 15 years in the corporate world, both very large companies as well as startups, and been doing that again about 15 years. And they're all very different environments, very different cultures. Involved with 150,000 person to a person shop. But the one common denominator, of course, is the human connection, is the connection with people. And often we overvalue. I don't know if we overvalue, but we undervalue our employee connections and overvalue our customer connections, when really they should be just as important. We should be just as fanatical about honoring our relationships with our employees as we are about making sure we grant fanatical support to a client. So having that said, that's basically what WhistleBiz is going to be all about: is stopping, taking a deep look into the mirror, and saying, what are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? What can we do better? Because things are changing out there, and there's more people going to work for themselves. People are leaving, and so it becomes all the more vital to be able to retain your talent, and hopefully we can do that by establishing a strong culture within your company. So that's it. So it's about influencing a culture that brings people in, that engages them, that basically, in a best case scenario, they would want to work for you for no money. So it's true investment of those employees. So basically, my commitment here is to try to put out a video every day around basically the most undervalued values that aren't in organizations today. We'll be talking right off the bat about ownership, investment into companies, not necessarily on the profit sharing side or financial representation, but more in like how decisions are made and how people are brought in to be able to have ownership within that company. So that's it. So I will try to deliver that every day. Basically, we'll go from theory into practical knowledge every day. So basically, we'll kind of talk about the high-level topics. And then we'll get into a litmus test to be able to see where your company actually is, where your organization actually lies within the spectrum of that theory. And then finally, the practical ways of being able to influence, within your organization. Now, having said all that, I think oftentimes it's seen as the CEO's or some C-level individual's responsibility to be able to implement culture within a company. And although I do believe, the laminated dusty cards that are sitting in everybody's office that has the core values on them, I do think that's important that comes from the CEO. I do believe it's everybody's responsibility to be able to influence and change and shift culture for the better within their company. It's everybody's responsibility. So hopefully this blog will be able to help managers as they think about engaging their employees, and help employees realize what is important to them. What would get them more involved, and how they can actually take that back to their staff. So this is hopefully important for everybody. I guess I see, unfortunately, more failures in the industry than I see the positive signs. But for every one of those positive signs, it really gets you through a lot of failures. And I think that hopefully we can kind of create success stories in each one of these companies. So that's my plan here. Say thanks for joining me today, and look forward to being able to deliver you content in the next coming weeks. Again, we'll be talking about the biggest undervalued values that organizations need to consider. Thanks for sticking around with me here, and check my RSS feed, please. And also, if you have any questions, anytime, get a hold of me through the email link down there. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.